The deluxe edition of Departures and Returns. Nominator Professor Robin E. Muller. Creator Sandra Brownlee. Departures and Returns is a handmade book that was the centerpiece of an exhibition of the same name at the Mary E. Black Gallery in the autumn of 2009. Each of the 30 deluxe handmade editions contains an original weaving by the artist in an envelope like end paper. The book itself contains a 6-page center leaf, the width of 6 pages, containing a photograph of her strip weavings. Individual pages are reminiscent of a child's interactive picture book, containing pages stitched with black thread, both delicate and detailed, as well as prints and text that reflect her life as an artist and a human being. The deluxe edition is wrapped in a woven cover with facsimiles of the artist's notebooks. With Sans Serif Studio, she produced an additional 100 catalog copies, making the work more widely available. L'art exquis de l'ouvrage souligne le processus intime artistique, mais fournit également le cadre pour les œuvres d'art qui figurent. Jury comments, commentaires du jury. The exquisite craftsmanship of the book underlines the intimate artistic process, but also provides the framework for the artworks included in it. The Debacle. Nominator Nate Crawford. Creator Susan LeBlanc and Marie Kerr. The Debacle premiered in Halifax in April 2011 and played in Toronto in December of that year as part of the Nightwood Theatre's Groundswell Festival. It is a co-creation of actor and Zupa Theatre artistic director Susan LeBlanc and director Anne-Marie Kerr. The program website Festival Transamérique Montréal describes it this way. Prostrate and disheveled, Margaret is surrounded by hundreds of mason jars containing childhood secrets. She slowly opens them one by one, gradually letting go of the chaos that haunts her. Épuisée par le chagrin, elle s'accroche à des fragments de souvenirs qui évoquent une famille qui a disparu. Elle doit remonter dans le temps, dans la panique et la terreur de la mémoire, et essayer de se rappeler des moments de l'innocence perdue. Exhausted by grief, she clings to fragments of memories that evoke a family that has disappeared. She must go back in time, into the panic and terror of memory, and try to recall moments of lost innocence. Jury comments, commentaires du jury, The Debacle, strong theatrical vision masterfully realized. Rangelight Borden Carlton PEI 2010. Nominator Jan Peacock. Creator Kim Morgan. Rangelight Borden Carlton PEI 2010 breaks new ground by uniting maritime imagery, history, and change. A rangelight is one of a pair of beacons that align vertically when a ship keeps to a proper course. Its mate was destroyed years ago. The remaining structure just east of the Confederation Bridge at Borden Carlton served as a model and a mold. As with lighthouses in Nova Scotia, it has become obsolete, but it has been preserved in a virtual sense by encasing it in liquid latex, a month-long process that, when removed, produced a 3-dimensional life-size print of a moment in time and space. Comme beaucoup des phares en Nouvelle-Écosse, il est devenu obsolète. Ceci dit, il fut préservé dans un sens virtuel en l'enfermant dans un latex liquide pendant 1 mois. Une fois retiré, produit une impression en 3 dimensions grandeur nature d'un moment dans le temps et l'espace. Illuminated from within, glowing like a giant sea creature, it was exhibited at the Mount St. Vincent Art Gallery in October of 2010. On May 26, 2012, it opened at Mass MoCA, the largest contemporary art center in the U.S., at a continuing exhibition called O Canada. Jury comments, commentaires du jury. Rangelight is monumental and magical. Rangelight, past, present, and future in an evocative new skin. The Rangelight is a moving statement about the fragility of life, breathtaking and mysterious. J-Class Lounge Chair and Footstool. Nominator Gary McCollum. Creator Jonathan Otter. J-Class Lounge Chair and Footstool is a fresh take on an ancient design. Based loosely on the archback or continuous arm Windsor chair, the artist encourages the art of relaxation by widening and lowering his lounge chair. All edges are softs and spindles are hand-shaped to fit the lumbar curve. The back's graceful arc sweeps down to wide supportive arms, and the seat is deeply sculpted to cosset the sitter. Tous les bords sont doux et les broches sont sculptées à la main pour s'adapter à la courbe lombaire. Le dos de la chaise descend gracieusement à 2 bras qui offrent un appui et le siège est profondément sculpté pour doreloter l'utilisateur. The artist chose the highest quality raw material and brought them together in an artful manner. The back crest is laminated from thin slices of black walnut from a single plank with invisible glue lines. The addition of a footstool completes the ensemble, the result of an estimated 15,000 hours of laboring at the workbench. Jury comments. Commentaire du jury. The chair is a masterful fusion of tradition and innovation. J-class chair and footstool made one juror want to sit down with a beer and think of his own masterwork. Tabla Concerto 2011. Nominator Bernhard Guler. Creator Dinuk Wijeratne. The Tabla Concerto 2011 is the first full-length tabla concerto for tabla and full Western Classical Symphony Orchestra. Le Tabla Concerto 2011 est le premier concerto pour tabla orchestré pour un orchestre symphonique classique de l'Ouest. The world premiere performance took place on February 9, 2012, at the Rebecca Cohn Auditorium in Halifax, at a concert produced by Symphony Nova Scotia, conducted by Symphony Nova Scotia's music director Bernhard Guler, and featured tabla soloist Ed Hanley. It's a fusion of Eastern and Western musical styles. Commissioned by Symphony Nova Scotia and the Nova Scotia Department of Communities, Culture and Heritage, it was composed in 3 distinct movements: canons, circles, folk song, White in the moon the long road lies that leads me from my love, and 3, Garland of Gems, that allowed each musical entity, in the composer's words, to preserve its own aesthetic. Le Tabla Concerto fut enregistré et a reçu sa première mondiale au réseau CBC Radio 2 le 9 juin 2012. It was recorded and received its broadcast premiere on CBC Radio 2 on June 9, 2012. Jury comments. Commentaire du jury. It is a remarkable piece of work, soul-expanding. I was taken out of myself by this. It shows true sensitivity to the culture. It's a masterful melding of instrument and players. Dinuk has found a place in Nova Scotia to grow internationally.